If you have a cruise planned and you're leaving out of the Port of Tampa, especially Terminal 6, you're going to want to check this video out because we are going to drive to the port and I will show you where to drop off the luggage, where the official terminal parking is, and a cheaper parking alternative. Roll the intro. Well, hello, good morning, and welcome back to Here Today, Where Tomorrow. My name is Rob, and welcome to the roof of my truck. We will start by getting off at I-4 on 21st Street, heading south through Ybor City. Ybor spelled Y-B-O-R. This little downtown outside of Tampa proper is home to some amazing Cuban culture and tons of history, steeped in hand-rolling cigars. And there's actually a legitimate plot of land owned by the Cuban government. It's like a little garden with a memorial statue of Jose Marti, who is considered a Cuban national because of his role in the liberation of his country from Spain. But there's one of the best Cuban restaurants. The Columbia is here in Ybor, has some amazing shopping and local goods. And there are some historic homes and museums that you can visit. And don't tell my parents, but I also spent a few nights clubbing down here. Shout out to the castle. We had some fun times out here in Ybor City. It's always a great little spot for checking out before your cruise. But we are approaching Highway 60 or Adamo Drive. But this runs parallel under the Selman Expressway there on the left. Which is named after Leroy Selman, played for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and was part of the athletic department of the University of South Florida, which is in Tampa as well. Now we are coming up to Channelside Drive. This area of downtown is kind of south downtown Tampa, and it is home to some of the big venues like the Amalie Arena, which is where the Tampa Bay Lightning play, and the Tampa Bay Convention Center and Riverwalk. Tons of great shopping there. There are tons of hotels to stay at before you sail out. My sister, who you would know if you watched the Carnival Freedom series, actually works down in Channelside from time to time. So pretty fancy place. Lots of hospitality stuff down there. Worth checking out. But anyways, now let's actually get on to the terminals here. The first terminal we are going to approach on our left is Terminal 6. That is where we are leaving out of for this sailing aboard the Margaritaville at Sea Islander, which if you haven't seen that series, I did a whole series, so I will leave a link down below for you to check that out. As we pass this light right here, this is actually where you would turn to go in to drop off your luggage, or if you were dropping off passengers. Now, there are a couple of side streets that are for dropping passengers and luggage off at Terminal 2, 3, and 6. I'll show you a map here for a rough idea. Now, on this trip, we were leaving out of Terminal 6, so that's what we're going to focus on. But this also applies to Terminal 3, Terminal 2. So you'll drive down the side street, which in our case is McKay. There will be plenty of law enforcement officers to help direct you. Once you circle around, you'll pull up to the luggage drop-off area. If you're anything like me, with all the camera equipment, these bags are heavy, but it is not necessary. But I do tip about $2 or $3 per bag that they take. That's up to you. Some people do more, some people do less. That's up to you. Now, this is strictly for checked baggage. Everything else you keep. Make sure you have all your travel documents like a passport, ID, birth certificate, any medications you may need. Keep those with you and not in the check bags that they take, because the next time you see those bags, they'll be by your stateroom cabin door in a few hours. Now, once those bags are dropped, it is time to circle back around and head out towards the parking. Like I said, there is a terminal parking right there in front, but it is pretty expensive. I believe it is $17 a day to park there, and that place fills up pretty quickly. We opted to use 717 parking, which is off-site parking, and for the entire 4 days, it was $24. Now, both off-site parking and cruise terminal parking are not responsible for any damage or theft to your vehicle. So the difference between on-site and off-site parking is strictly cost. and distance to the ship. And since I pulled the no elevator challenge on this cruise, meaning I only took the stairs, I started that little bit of extra workout by parking off-site. Like I said, the price, you couldn't beat it, and it was only 1 block over from where we would have parked had we parked on-site. So now we are pulling off to go to our off-site parking. So as you can see in the far left-hand side of the video there is the ship. So we are 1 block over, and just past this gas station on the right is the specific 717 parking lot that I chose to park in. And as you can see, very easy pulling right in. And like I said, it was $24 for the entire 4 days, as opposed to the $17 a day it would have been in the port parking. So, well, that's pretty much all I got for you today. I hope this helped you on your next trip. We do a ton of cruise vlogs, reviews, ship tours, and more, so I would invite you to subscribe. My name's Rob from Here Today, Where Tomorrow, and we will see you there. If you like this video and want to see more, please head on over to the channel and subscribe. And if you want to get notified, ring that little bell. We upload new videos every week.